LawLiet versus Sok. The Korean duel here of who moves on to the final of the April Open Qualifier for WGL. Sok is kind of on the rise lately. LawLiet, we've always known him. He's one of the best night elves in the world, always has been. Not exactly 100% consistent. Some days he looks unbeatable. Other days he really, doesn't provide the form that we're used to seeing from him. And Sok, it was at Yule Cup where he amazed the world, defeating Moon there. Taking 3rd place in the end. I think it was 3rd place. This year there's 3 players who really stood out so far with great showings that we didn't expect. There was Hug, Linguagua, and Sok. If Sok can defeat LawLiet here, that also would be pretty unexpected. But he is riding a high currently. Perhaps he can do it. Did you guys think you were missing anything? No, no. Still the early game here. Starting off, certainly on an idle favorite map. This should be a Keeper of the Grove. It is. Sok is a big advocate, big fan of the fast expansion. That can be done here on AZ as well. But it's really, really, really hard. Keeper could come in for the harass right away. Wisp detonates against the water elementals. And then Treants coming in, peasants dying, peasants continuing to die. Alchemist at some point shows up and just everything is dead. So, this could be one base play by the human. But in China, on netties, that is super rare. Usually they still always try with the 2 base. Sok intentionally pulled the little camp right away. It's quite a bit of damage on the peasants, right? 3 peasants already hurt, and that does matter. Whether it takes 2 keeper attacks or 3 or 4 keeper attacks to kill off a peasant, doesn't make a difference. However, if they're put into the gold mine over here, then perhaps not. No scouting wisp by LawLiet at all. He's going south now for the harass. He is level 2. He got the 2 items. Wait, did he deny something? I think he denied something. Very unusual to see. Here comes the Wisp with a detonate. Hits both water elementals and the AM. Oh my god, that's so much damage already. He was hiding the Wisp. The Wisp in the end still came in, and the Keeper is here now for the harass. Oh my god, that's so much. She's just going for the AM. Alright, AM needs a healing potion right now. He's got a cloak, actually. Mana potion, not too bad. But no healing. The cloak is actually helping him out, but of course reveal could be coming. Acid stolen there as well by the Keeper. More spells to use. He's got decent mana still left. The items here for him are really unfortunate. But he's still finding the damage. Going for the footy here, interestingly. Oh, and the Shadow Priest comes perfectly in time for the double dispel on the Water Elemental. That one is gone immediately. Oh, damn. This opening is looking pretty good by LawLiet. And as I said, this can be a very rough, fast expansion map for the human. Oh my god, this Keeper showed up here with... He got so much... He got a full level coming here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he just dead? Cloak. Save me, Cloak! Dude, that Cloak is actually pretty good this game. Even before the buff. I think we're going to see plenty of cloak usage in the future, by the way. Which I think is cool. I think that's cool. And in the patch notes, it said that Night Elves who can use Shadow Melt can also hide at all times now. That's a pretty big buff, right? But against Night Elves, you basically buy dust always in the early game anyways. For human, though, it's going to be tougher, as oftentimes they don't have the time to go to the shop. Unlike Orc or Undead. Yeah, we'll see. These items, which weren't too great for the Keeper, are going to be really good for the Alchemist second, though, if that should be the pick. Which most likely it will be. Shop in the middle already. This is looking very aggressive. Plenty of archers, wisps coming in for the detonate once again. AM still hurt, but still with a greater mana available, so plenty of water elementals here to summon. Even with the wisps. Tier 2, still taking a little while. Archer pull, double mercs, I assume. Yep, here come the troll bros. This is so much damage. Can he just gun this down? He might just be able to snipe this town hall right now. No, it's too much repair. Or is it? Oh my god, this is too much damage! Oh my god, he just killed it in construction! Oh, shit. Oh my god, that was so much damage. It's gonna cost him a couple of archers, but that's easily worth it. There was so many resources put into the town hall, and then it's just killed off. And here's the alchemist. Oh my goodness. Sok has been able to pull off miraculous holds against Moon, for example, in the Yule Cup, but this is gonna take a couple of miracles right here, I think. LawLiet, relentless with the pressure, finds all the damage in the world. And now the AM getting focused. Entangle, acid bomb, cloak. Can it save him one more time? It can. How is he not revealing, by the way? How is he not revealing? Killed another archer. That's 3 archer kills. It's actually not bad at all. And now the town hall is coming up, I think. Right? I think it is. Another clarity for the keeper. AM healing up once again. The greater mana is gone now. LawLiet could just counter expand if he wants to, but he doesn't want to. And Sok's actually holding. Actually holding. How insane is this? The greater mana, of course, was helping him out there, but still. One wisp detonate. LawLiet is patient, though, not spamming too many wisps. He's gonna lose another archer here, as it seems. Yep. Oh! Oh, she sacrificed herself. And now it's daytime. The cloak can't help him anymore. It's gonna be the TP forced. Double click TP. But there's an opening here into the main. What's double click TP actually? I'm not sure. It's not too many archers anymore, though. And we have an arcane back here. The Knight of Heroes are really low mana. An acid bomb flies towards the peasants, but I don't think that's gonna do too much. Dude, Sok is actually holding. How insane is this? But we're gonna have talents coming in. And with talents coming in, footies have a tendency of melting away. Zeppelin time. Oh, Zeppelin's out of stock. Shredder time, actually. More damage here for LawLiet. It's very expensive pickup. At 375 gold. But also quite a bit of damage. Has to bring Wisp to repair it, though, I think. Sok holding on. Trying to protect his main. Entangle on the water elemental. Should secure the kill. No. Archer's trying to take out the scout tower. The about to be guard tower. That's going to be a really big deal. The mass repair saves it, though. However, level 4 on the keeper. That's level 2 on the treants now. Don't know that he has Nature's Blessing, however. This guard tower is so important. And here we go. First, Talon is here. And with a Fairy Fire, there's going to be so much damage on these footies. Entangle again on the water elemental. Preventing the damage here. Oh, and the tower gets killed. Gets cancelled in construction. Wasn't repaired fast enough in the second attempt. And call to arms, basically. We have a couple of peasants still mining. But the militia are helping out here, forcing the Knight off back. Alchemist is extremely low. Lots of these units are very low. Where are the wisps? He could bring the wisp for the repair for the Shredder. Shredder kill would be a big one. He's trying to save him towards the back, but the AM will find the kill. One more shot. Dude, Sok is holding on. Now he's level 4. That's infinite water elementals now. Oh my god, Sok, you mad lad. How has he not lost this game already? It's insane. These wisps could have repaired, by the way. And now more archers are dying. Alchemist, last bit of moon juice. It's gonna be nighttime kind of soon, but... Dude, these water elementals are helping him out a lot. Oh, Keeper Mana Potion Clarity. It's not over, boys. In the main, we have one guard tower. But against mass treants, you ideally would like more. Attacking at the expansion. Wow. And it's actually pretty far ahead. Far along, I mean. The tech. Oh, there's a big opening now into the main. West once again for the detonate. Militia. The acid bomb was really bad. Only a single footy hit. LawLiet, not patient enough, was not waiting for the militia to all clump up and then go for the acid bomb. That was a little sloppy indeed. But still so many kills. Oh, Jesus. And now level 3 Alchemist. Now level 2 acid bomb is ready. Oh my god. That acid bomb, I think it actually hit every single one of those melee units. Okay, 2 towers. Can 2 towers do it? 2 towers against the world and level 5 keeper. Oh, shit. Ouch. 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 Soccer's held on so well for so long. But it's such a big ranged army now. The answer to this would be mass breakers. But how's he supposed to get the time for mass breakers and tangle? Focus on the Archmage, and he doesn't have a TP anymore. That is just simply the hero kill. He's stuck in a corner and he's dead. And that seems to be the end of things. There's only a couple of towers left standing here. And there's no way. There's no way. Sock is not giving up though. We have an Alchemist second actually for him. What was he doing all this time? I think it was just fighting against the Ancient of Wonders maybe? I don't know. It's lagging. Oh, come on, dude. Sometimes with netties, this unfortunately happens. Come on, bro. Reconnect, please. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can reconnect. I am fairly certain this game was over. Okay, I can't reconnect. Yeah, that game was over, apparently. Sorry about that, guys, but routing, connection to China, firewall, there's nothing you can do about that, really. Even with LawLiet, the connection is not 100% reliable. But I mean, the game was over. 1-0 for LawLiet. But Sock almost held, man. That was like really close. Thank you very much, Swat the Fly with the 8-month resub, and Platin89 with the 20 months, supporting Back to Warcraft. I'm doing my part. Wasn't there a meme about that for a while? I'm doing my part kind of meme? Anyways. Yeah, again, sorry we couldn't catch the end of that. But yeah, connection. Sometimes there's nothing we can do. 1-0 for LawLiet. And now we move on to Last Refuge next. That should certainly be a much better map for the human than AZ, which is absolutely a very tough one. Okay. So, game number 2. Sock, as pretty much everybody else on the ND server, is a fast expansion player again. In 1.30, with the keeper coming in, we saw quite a bit of one-base play from the humans. Expansion being considered impossible, utterly impossible against Night Elf. We've seen it become more and more popular again and playable, but kind of map dependent. AZ is still a super hard expansion map. So is... which other one is hard? Concealed is also really difficult. But LR is pretty easy. Very easy expansion to creep. Not too difficult to get level 3. Your peasants shouldn't be too exposed. And especially if you get the Merc Camp early for mercenary support, that's going to be a big help as well. However, mercenary camp... not too easy. Alright. A bit of lag here, apparently, unfortunately, for LawLiet. You know what I miss in this matchup? The days of the variety of Night Elf starting heroes. Panda first, Dark Ranger first, Beastmaster first, Warden first, Demon first. We saw it all. Even Tinker first sometimes. Firelord? What? But nowadays, of course, all about the Keeper of the Grove. Here we have him. In pro games, I actually think I haven't seen any first hero other than Keeper since WGL finals. With one exception, in the Night Elf mirror, we see quite a bit of Demon Hunter nowadays. Against everything else, though, I think it's only Keeper. Only Keeper all the way.
A player's forces are
Gravedigger, thank you very much for the 31 months. Almost ready for kindergarten. Keep up the good work. Kindergarten? What? Ah, yeah, because almost 3 years old. Now I get it. Yeah. Doesn't that even start earlier nowadays, though? Don't kids go, or babies rather, start going to kindergarten at 2 years old nowadays? I started at 3 years old as well, I think. But I believe nowadays it's even earlier for a lot of parents and children. It is the Merc Camp first here, by the way. And no disruption against this. Oh, the Wisp wants to detonate. Gets the double detonate off if he wants. He wants to get the AM as well. I want to get the kill with this. Wants to get the kill for the experience. 225 damage. And he gets it. More experience for the Keeper with that. Almost level 2. But still. Wait. He pulled the Murlocs as well, but they are not doing too much, I guess. I really didn't like kindergarten, by the way. I barely went to the kindergarten, actually. The Wisp also dispelled against the... what's it called? Inner Fire, though. So, usually, those trappers are really hard to kill. But here it was fine, I guess. Oh. Suck a little supply stuck here. Now he's got the farm. Needs the shadow. Oh, he's got the Shadow Priest already. More footies? Maybe? No. This build kind of doesn't seem so perfect. It has to go for the power build here. Peasants are doing nothing for a very long time. And the AM now moving south, whereas the Keeper, early expansion and super early level 3. Oh man. I'm afraid for Sock here, guys. Scared bone chimes. If he goes MGs, that's actually really good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Riggedy with the 2 months. Thank you very much. He says, yo boys, keep up the good work. Always awesome to watch you. For the Horde. Sock has to get this cancel. And he will. He will get it. Okay. And no expansion. Sock is actually one base teching. How interesting. How weird. I absolutely would have thought that he would go fast expansion here. So it was extremely important for him to get this cancel. And get it he did. But the keeper's so strong right now. Oh, with the level 2 entangle. Oh wait, he's got level 2 treants actually. Okay. And even against entangle, there can be an answer with early Shadow Priest. The next one has been picked up already. 2 Shadow Priests now for Sock. Spamming those abolishes. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of that exactly. And LawLiet wants to take out the Shadow Priests. And suddenly it's only 1 left. And that one doesn't have too much mana. And now Entangle can come in again. And losing the Berserker, that's gonna be painful. And there we go, he doesn't have the spell anymore. Oh, nice deny, at least. Preventing the experience, keeping it away from the keeper, that's important. And deny here as well by LawLiet. He's saying, I can do that as well, buddy. You're not the only one. Tier 2, almost done. That's gonna be Alchemist time, of course. Is Sock gonna go Alch as well or not, is the question.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, LawLiet falling back. For a bit more moon juice. I don't think he used too much of his moon juice just yet, so he still has plenty of regen for the keeper. Oh, there we go. Full HP again. High mana. That did take a little moon juice, however. Level 3 here for the AM. Expecting once again the expansion to be underway, but that is not the case. Wisp hiding in the tiniest little hole back there. Tier 2 done for Sock with the MK second and the rifle caster coming in. Shadow Priest taken out, and now the Entangle. Pretty much everyone is going to be an easy kill. But it's only Footman. Losing them doesn't hurt too much. Losing Priest and Rifleman, that really hurts. Wow. Got the last hit again. That was pretty sick. So not too much experience on this Alchemist. And now comes the expansion. For LawLiet here on tier 2. Does that mean it's going to stay tier 2 for a long time? It could. There are quite a few Night Elves who love playing Masked Dryads. Moon especially. And it's a tier 2 expansion for Sock as well. Huh.
Player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. I was expecting a fast expansion by at least the human, perhaps by both. I guess LawLiet attempted it. Didn't quite work though. But in the end, gonna be tier 2 expos for both of them. Alchemist Scout. Oh, and this is scary. Keeper is already level 4. Item from the big boy was the Greater Invul. Okay. Not bad, but not that amazing. If this had been a greater mana for the keeper, this would have been nightmarish. For Sock. First Priest dead already, but Sock's gonna find his own kill onto the Berserker. That's a big one. This is level 2 for the MK as well. Not deciding on the skill point just yet. Tome of Experience on the ground. But the Priest and the Rifle make it away. Expansion still not finished. Keeper coming in. Doesn't have mana though for any spells to be used. Alchemist with that tome, almost level 3 already. Oh my god. That was pretty fast. Oh, and the peasants. That hurts so much losing them right now. It's gonna slow down the expansion by a lot. And also level 3 for the Alchemist. Right here, he's got another acid bomb now. Tower is gonna be cancelled also, but this is gonna be a TP force as it seems. Stormbolt, surround. Oh, it's not quite working out. Yes, a TP! Oh my god, he doesn't TP. Alchemist dies. Perhaps he can get the kill on the Keeper dies, I mean. Perhaps he can get the kill on the Alchemist as well. Stormbolt's ready, almost. Oh, seems like lag again. Tawny Moore, thank you very much for the sub. And Riggedy, already had you. Was that because of lag? The TP not being used in time? It may have been. Oh, try it. I think this definitely looks like he's lagging. This looks like he was AFK. Wait. Can he creep that with only Alchemists and Dryads? It's not focusing the big boy either. Greater mana. Oh, baby. That's exactly what he was hoping for. But just mass Dryads. For a short amount of time, LawLiet was playing this cool strat. Alchemist first, Tinker second. What we called the Goblin strat. Against human. But only like 2 or 3 games. So I guess an answer to that was found. It's no longer being played. Level 4 AM, level 3 MK. These are some outstanding levels. Pretty early on here. For Sock. Is he going tier 3? This is all the rage currently for humans in this matchup. Tier 3 mass range. Priest with master training, fragmentation shards. And that absolutely destroys Dryads. Doesn't LawLiet have to transition? Aren't mass Dryads just gonna completely fall off soon? 2 dead immediately. 3rd one as well. Oh my god. LawLiet is losing everything. 4th Dryad's down. 5 Dryads down. Oh my god. 1 Dispel. The entire Book of the Dead disappears. Yeah. And that's the thing about the mass Dryads. You die kind of fast to rifles. Oh. Invul saves him there and that's around. Where's the Keeper? Oh, Keeper was standing over here kind of uselessly. Dude, Sock just kind of won the game with 50 supply. How weird. Or did he? I think he did. Alright, here comes the tier 3 now by LawLiet, but this is so late. This is a distraction attack right now. LawLiet's trying to buy time for his tech, for his tier 3. Keeper and Alchemist showing up is gonna be pretty scary here. That could be the tower cancelled. Along with plenty of peasants dying. This is most likely gonna be a TP that has to be used here soon. MK, looking for more kills. There's a low HP Alchemist that's pretty juicy. Has the bash, by the way, as you can see there. Alright, but there was a lot of mining time. Disrupted. A couple of peasants killed. And time bought for the tier 3. Is he still making Dryads? LawLiet, why are you still making Dryads? It's not the right unit.
Are under attack.
Against this, human doesn't even need tier 3. Just needs a mass rifles. And a couple of priests. It's kind of weird. Why is he sticking with Dryads for so long? I guess he feels he has to keep up the pressure. If he goes for MGs now, they won't have the upgrades. Not worth too much. Oh, the bashes. Dude, the bashes are actually getting him quite a few kills. Did you guys see that? The visual effect of the stun was still on the Dryad when she was running away.
A player's forces are under attack.
That was kind of weird. Ancient Django, hell yeah. And level 5 Alchemist, whoa. That was actually really quick. Alright, do we have MGs coming finally? Bears. Alright, no MGs. AM coming from the north, almost level 5. Keeper has to use the invul. Oh, nice. So, lag not an issue there as it seems. This is 5 rifles. It's not too many.
Town is under siege.
Soccer's like not transitioning really. Not too high on lumber. Doesn't have a shredder. And here come the first couple of bears, but no master training yet. No tier 3 just yet. Master training is coming in. Level 5 for the keeper. But there's plenty of dispel now against him. And LawLiet's gonna have to commit in here if he wants to save his Tree of Life, which of course he has to. I think the tree's just gone. Sock could just snipe it. All the wisps are dead. Or he could just win the fight, of course. Or he could just win the fight, maybe. The Alchemist, the Acid Bomb, is that good enough along with the Chemical Rage here to force these rifles away? It just seems like Sock is taking no damage. Alchemist. Has to be careful. Stormbolt there still available. One of the Windy also coming in. And now the Tree of Life seems to be falling. He's trying to force a TP on the AM. And that is gonna be successful. He wants the Tree of Life before though. TP used. Tree of Life still killed off. And only a single rifle. Perhaps 2. Lost in all of this for Sock. In a marvelous position now. He did start his tier 3 tech. Sock here now, looking to close out this game, I think. He just bought a lot of time for himself by killing the expansion. He could try to force the issue, but he doesn't have to. He's got tier 3 coming. He's got his tech lining up. He's got the shredder as well now. When did he creep this, actually?
The town is under siege.
Kind of missed that. Shredder as well for LawLiet, who has like absolutely no lumber. And now he's trying to apply some pressure himself. If he gets to ultimates, anything's still doable. But he's far away from the ultimates. Barely level 5 on his heroes. TP off to the side. We have 4 Master Bears now. This is quite a bit more damage, but also in the focus fire. Whew! They are dying quickly. As the first one is dead immediately. MK in the front, also pretty low HP. Has to be careful here with the Entangle Acid Bomb combo. Next Stormbolt, next bear killed off. The bears are holding the front for now, but not for too much longer as it seems. Rejuvenation coming in here from the ally bear, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. It's too much damage on these rifles. As one bear after the next is getting sniped, and the priests are always here to deal with this Keeper of the Grove. LawLiet is just losing everything right now. The Alchemist would be the GG, certainly. But the staff saves him. GG. Very unusual game. Tier 2 expansion from the human. We don't see that too much at all. And I guess this might be oversimplifying things. But I think mass drives are just kind of crap. Mass drives have a very short window where they can overpower rifles. And they just didn't do that in time. And once there's too many rifles, they just get gunned down like immediately. Moon can sometimes defeat mass rifles with mass dryads when he finds that perfect timing. But it's so hard to do. I'm sure LawLiet had a reason for this and had a good reason for why he went so heavy on the dryads, but well, didn't work out there. That was one of the better maps for Sock. Certainly, there's still quite a few rough ones left. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see some concealed hills right now. Sock is taking his time here to, LawLiet is, to think about the map choice. So which maps are we actually left with? So we still have Concealed, Echo. I guess the question is, what did the Night Elf veto? So Sock definitely vetoed Twisted. That's almost 100%. LawLiet, maybe he vetoed Terranus. Terranus usually a very good human map. Easy to expand on, easy Merc Camp access, even MK first playable there. And we go Concealed. Okay, that's no surprise. At the moment, for a lot of players, it's all about the expansion. Most of the time, fast expansion, but I guess not necessarily always, as we just saw it on Tier 2. And Concealed is really hard to fast expand. Sock had a legendary game here against Moon in the Yule Cup, where I officially became a Sock fanboy. That was an insane match, where Moon was knocking his head against the wall of the expansion in that case. That was absolutely marvelous. And there, everyone was amazed. Like, Sock defeating Moon, that was quite the spectacle. So is he going to do that again? Try to fast expand? Also, what happened on LR early? Was he intending to fast expand with that Merc Camp creep first, or was his plan always to fall back after and tech and then Tier 2 expand? Because this is super rare. Like, this basically never happens in pro play, Tier 2 expansion. But it looked kind of good there, I guess. Get the Merc support, tech after. Gonna have Shadow Priests and stuff to hold on Tier 2. MK with decent levels. I feel like that game didn't go according to plan to either of those guys, though. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Deathbat, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Oh, 6 months in total, actually. Thank you. Dryads equal deer, rifles equal hunters. I like that. Yeah, that's kind of true. Actually, that's very true. Well, I guess if dryads equal wildlife and rifles equals hunters, because usually hunters always kill the wildlife, but sometimes, rarely, the wildlife ends up killing the hunter. Same in Warcraft 3. Usually the rifles beat the dryads. Sometimes the dryads beat the rifles. Normally it's Moon. LawLiet, though, another expert Night Elf player from Korea. Throughout Warcraft 3's history, Korea has always provided great Night Elf players. Thinking back on Remind, Soju, and a lot of other ones I'm forgetting right now. And of course the legendary Moon, the most legendary player of this game. So here we go, our third map. In the grand final waiting, by the way, is Xiao Keke, which is kind of surprising, right? If you just consider the names, consider who's been playing in this entire qualifier. We had guys like Check-in here. We had guys like... do you have WFZ in here? Okay, I have to double check now. Hawk as well. Hug as well. Okay, we had a bug. Alright. Sometimes there's a bit of a bug where you can't move your units in a hosted lobby game. Seems like that occurred right here. Where's Foggy? Foggy was playing in the Pro Qualifier, but there he has been eliminated. Once again, it wasn't the greatest run for him. Not so bad that he would have dropped down to the Open Qualifier. He's going to remain in the Pro Qualifier, but still not too many points for Foggy in this month. So it's going to be really difficult, actually, for him to qualify for WGL via the NetEase system. He may have to rely on the European Qualifier this time, unlike last time. Speaking of Foggy, though, the last couple of weeks, perhaps even months, haven't been the greatest for him. He has always been blessed with great success, and usually tournaments always work out for him, or he's always doing rather well at tournaments, I should say. At the Legendary Cup, he had a disappointing performance. In the last couple of monthly qualifiers, it was kind of the same. Normally, we're used to seeing Foggy in online competitions in the semifinals, in the finals. Same kind of in offline tournaments. Recently, that hasn't been the case. Foggy used to practice and study Warcraft together with his coach Pooh, but apparently their ways now have parted. Does that have to do with it? Possibly. Would be kind of weird to have WGL without Foggy. Usually Foggy was always there. Sometimes Hawk was there, sometimes Sonic was there, sometimes Cash was there. But Foggy always was. Foggy was kind of like TH and Infi. He was always there. And Lin, I guess. Wait, one time Lin didn't even qualify. So yeah, for Foggy, at the moment, it seems like a bit of a rough patch. But he can still qualify, absolutely. And can still return to his former strength. And impress us, as we're used to being impressed by him. Alright, second try. This time around seems to be working. LawLiet in the bottom left, in the pink, against Sock in the blue. I think Sock always plays blue, right? It seems like that. This should most certainly be a keeper opening. This should most certainly be an Archmage opening. Is it one base play though? Or is it two base play? This is, much like Amazonia, a hard to pull off fast expansion map. Really hard. Does he mean FPS or ping? I mean FPS 140, that's okay, right? It's not quite 200. Hawk, for example, he's a big proponent of fast expansion as well, but will usually adjust depending on the map, if I remember right. Yeah, at the Legendary Cup against Czech here on Concealed, Hawk played one base, didn't try for the expansion, and that was the one game that he lost in that series. Sock, however, might be a little more bold against Moon in this crazy game of theirs in the Yule Cup here on Concealed. Sock did go for the fast expansion and was only inches away from breaking so many times over, but in the end held wave after wave of Persian attack, of Night Elf attack, that in the end he actually ended up winning that thing. Thoughts on the PTR? My thoughts are crazy changes, really excited, and it's way too early to tell. That's the one thing I'm sure about. It's way too early. For all the backseat gamers out there on Reddit and so on, saying this is broken. No, it's not. It's way too early, man. Like, everyone needs at least 100 games before they can make any such statement. Alright, first scouting footman is gonna be lost. Is that level 2 already? How much experience is it? 48, right, from this guy? I think that's level 2. Oh, it's actually a big deal. Oh, it is. Level 2 for both first heroes. The AM has taken quite a bit of damage here already. That's a nice thing about Concealed though. There's health fountains here, which can be very helpful for the AM. Can also be really good for Mountain Giants though. And as you can see, Sok has adjusted his play. This is one base. No expansion. Decides it's too hard to make work here. Could of course again be a tier 2 expo. That would be kind of cool. If this is like Sok's new style, tier 2 expansion. As I said earlier, this is very rare to see on pro play. Normally it's early expo or no expo in this matchup. More entangles, more kills. A last hit deny from the AM would be helpful, but can't pull it off. Dust of Appearance stolen at the shop, so the archers are safe. So who's got the faster tech? Well, LawLiet by a significant margin. If he gets level 3 Keeper by the time that he hits tier 2 for the Alchemist then being hired at the tavern, that's gonna be very dangerous. This is always the big fear of the Keeper. Quick level 3, Alchemist coming in and everything just dying. Losing footies is okay, but you kind of want to achieve something with them. Like at least get some creeping done, get close to level 3, kill some archers maybe. But so far it's felt like the footy's just kind of dying for nothing. Alright, next camp being attempted. But the Keeper's right here. Guess what? With more entangle. Oh, that's another kill. And if he gets the remainder of the camp, that's gonna be level 3 for him. Oh, it's looking a little rough right here for Sok, I think. No, one archer dies, but being traded for 2 footies. But the AM, I like the aggressive play. He's finding a few archer kills. That's the second one now. And if LawLiet wants to go one base tier 3 with Mountain Giants, then archers are actually valuable. If he wants to play that style. Which Foggy was playing a lot at WGL and seems to still be viable. Keeper, not quite yet level 3, but basically there. And here's the Alchemist now. Wait, can he kill this Ogre Lord? He's got only 3 archers and only level 1 entangle. Does that work? I don't think it does. AM found a Tome of Experience! Didn't catch it on screen, but you can believe me. And yeah, this is not working. I thought so. Oh, that's a lot of wasted time. Usually on tier 2 with the Alchemist coming out, that's a big power spike for the Night Elf to either find kills or get big camps under their belt. But this is kind of like the early mid-game squandered, it feels like, by LawLiet. MK coming out with a couple of rifles and water elementals here. The damage is actually pretty good. For the human side, Stormbolt secures the kill. A big item to grab up. The Helm of Valor. Is okay. Makes the MK a little more tanky. Yeah, I can't help but feel that LawLiet isn't having the greatest mid-game here. It's going Giants again, but only 2 so far. And the tier 3 is coming in. I was really worried for Sok after this early game, where he suffered so many losses, being like, oh man, he could just perhaps get bulldozed over on tier 2. Because the really painful thing is when you start losing rifles and priests to the Alchemist Keeper combo. But he's fine for now. LawLiet is just creeping up himself for his own level 2 Alch. And he is playing tier 2 Expo again, right? I think he is. Huh. This always has been a viable strat, especially on ladder. We see this quite a bit. But again, on pro play, we basically never see this. Which should mean that there is a strong counter to it available. If we never see it in pro play, normally that means there's a counter to it that is too strong. I'm not sure what that is though. Obviously, when you go for an expansion as the human, you're putting lots of resources into that you're going to have with the army for a long time. So basically, it makes you weaker than ideally you could be at that point in time. But at this point in time that we have right now, the Night Elf isn't too strong either. He could have massed riots. That is what he could have. But against that, we already have rifles. 4 rifles. That's not bad at all. And the MK close to the level up as well. 2 priests with okay mana. Not the greatest, to be honest. Stormbolt 1 kill. 1 more archer. And he's level 3. Or 1 more wisp. Sock moving in with confidence. Just a couple of rifles. But now we have MGs coming. However, not yet with the upgrades. So I'm going to try to put as much damage on these MGs before they have the hardened skin, I guess. Hardened skin is coming now. But it takes quite a while to finish. MK dropping pretty low. The mana on the Night of Heroes is still pretty good. And now with the Orb of Venom coming in as well, it's lots more damage against these units of the human. And the MGs in the front tanking like a boss. I think 2 rifles were lost there in quick succession. MK out of mana now. Can't go for any more Stormbolts. Dispel on the rifle will not be enough to save him. So for this, the Dryads are actually really good for the slow. And they didn't all get killed off immediately. So now, LawLiet is finding a few return kills. Getting another rifle. That makes it 3 rifles, I think. But the Expo's up. There's the tower there. So now Sok needs a little more time to make more army. But perhaps this is the time when LawLiet can pounce. More MGs coming. Resistance skin, hardened skin, excuse me, is done. And Sok thinking about the counterattack. Wants to apply pressure in the opponent main to distract from his own expansion. Talisman still on the ground, by the way. It's not exactly ideal.
The town is under siege.
Trio Life coming up over here. That's not going to happen. Okay. Moonwells are going to start falling. Mountain Giants should certainly pick up the sticks and then go for the Town Hall here pretty quickly, I guess. Tower being repaired. It's not the most damage here, honestly. Whereas 3 rifles, Water Elementals, isn't too bad. Another rifle coming in from the natural. The expansion there was cancelled. We have no attack upgrades yet for the rifles, but still okay damage. Now we have sticks, though. This is going to be the Town Hall being raised, as it seems. But also quite a few Moonwells falling. Resources-wise, what these lost buildings are costing, I guess it's more expensive for LawLiet. And now he's going to have to TP in. As he takes out the expansion, is Sok going to take this fight is the question. Usually you shouldn't attack the Mountain Giants. Attack everything else. Heroes, Dryads, whatever it is. But no Mountain Giants. Of course, Taunt makes that difficult. Coming in over and over, so you have to reapply the attack over and over and over against the Taunt. Uh-oh, the Alchemist has to be staffed there to be saved. But no shop anymore. No heal pots for him. But it's nighttime again. He's regenerating with the Moonwells. Quite a few of the units of the human are dropping low. And 1 rifle dies to the Entangle. Over here, priests are getting close to dying as well. And another rifle gets taken out. Mountain King in the front. Has to transfer the TP to keep a second hero alive. Sok has to use it as well. Alchemist. It's gonna be fine. Taunt after taunt after taunt after taunt. And the Dryads, surprisingly, still are alive. Tier 3 coming in for Sok's second barracks. Does he want to transition into knights? Is he a little heavy on the priests, or does this just seem like that to me? Sok not rebuying the TP here either is pretty dangerous. Greater healing for the Mountain King is a very welcome find.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's triggering me a little that the Alchemist doesn't have the Ring of Protection. Just a little. Would go great with his inventory. Health fountains, of course, also amazing for mountain giants with a high HP pool. And if you save low HP MGs, it's oftentimes hard to heal them back up again. It's not going to be the case on this map with the fountains. AM finally going to be level 4. There's going to be plenty of mana for those priests. But the Expo standing. LawLiet apparently going into upkeep immediately with double level 4 heroes now. Paladin third. It's going to help out a lot. Provide more healing. And here we go. Knights are actually coming. Ideally, you want to have upgrades on those knights, but I don't think you can afford them. I think that's 0-0. Yep. Oh, and the first one getting intercepted immediately. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. There's no saving this one. There's a TP on LawLiet's side. Is he gonna TP home to his expansion? So smart now by him to cut off the reinforcements, make sure that the army isn't supported with the new units, and then TP in with his own reinforcements. Or potentially just let this expansion fall. We'll see. And with the sticks, the buildings are dropping pretty quickly against these MGs. And LawLiet gives up the expansion. Just as Sok did earlier. He gives up his expansion as well. How strange. Sok has to walk the long way back now. He doesn't have a TP. Keeper's really low mana though. Only 1 to 2 spells is what he's gonna have. There we go, here come the treants. Knights are already attacking the MGs, but it's 0-0 Knights, not even that much damage. LawLiet's definitely gonna have to TP out of this at one point. And here he does, after taking out a couple more peasants, decreasing the lumber income further of the opponent. With now only 2 peasants left to harvest lumber. Can of course remake him. Level 4 MK. And this time around he is going clap. Against mountain giants, very potent. Especially in addition with Blizzard. But on one base, in upkeep already, affording the 300 gold. Oh, I don't like that at all. Chimeras! By LawLiet, double Chimroos as well. Chimeras coming in. Against knights, of course, they are really good. But against rifles and MK, they also die very, very fast. Only 4 rifles though, to be honest. Alright, Wisps coming out for the detonate as well. And here come the Chimeras. First knight, dead tree. But look at the focus. Rifles are just marching forward, and the focus fire isn't even that good, to be honest. And the knight was saved there with a staff, if I saw that right. Oh, but the rifles are charging pretty far. MG is still taking no damage, as it seems. Oh, this fight is all over the place, actually. There's knights down here, there's rifles and chims over here, and there's still MGs and knights in this corner. Of course, also Water Elemental is really good against the Chimeras. Oh my god. I need to zoom out here, but I can't. Stormbolt on the Alchemist, but he's pretty tanky. Close to level 5 as well. There's going to be a staff available on the Keeper if he should need it, but he doesn't yet need it. 57 supply for the human against 56. This is pretty close. This is a crazy fight, man. Like, we have all the tech units everywhere. But now, not too much anti-air anymore. And perhaps now it's time for the Chims to win this battle? How insane. No Stormbolt anymore. The MK in the front doesn't have any mana at the moment. And it's dropping very low as well. There's no Holy Light currently either. He's getting the mana points now. Finally, he's got the Holy Light again. Has to heal his second hero. And there we go. That was basically the last Holy Light, though. Stormbolt on the Keeper of the Grove. He doesn't have a TP, but he's got the heal spray. Jesus Christ, what is this fight? And now Mountain King has to dispel against the Entangle, but he doesn't have a TP. He has an invul. Has to transfer some items here. Rifle's still standing, though. MGs are distracting with their taunts. It's a crazy-ass fight. LawLiet with much more supply now, though. 63 for him. Seems like this fight was going better for him. I think the rifle numbers weren't high enough. He only came into this fight with 4. The knights all died.
A town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
But Soccer's still feeling confident. Stormbolt on one of the Chims right there. Taunts will have to come out. Where are the taunts? MK. Invul still only on the AM. And more Chims! 4 Chims now. Chims and Mountain Giants. And very few Dryads. One more Holy Light coming in. Ooh, the Chim damage against the casters isn't too bad, actually. And now the MK. Where's the Invul? Why didn't he have the Invul? Why is the Invul on the AM? That doesn't make sense. How is LawLiet still keeping these Dryads alive, by the way? It's insane. And I think there's just too many Chims now. As the rifles are disappearing, I think LawLiet's done it. And this is resignation now. Not even microing anymore. Is Sock perhaps thinking about the next map? But yeah, he's losing everything. Keeper getting close to level 6 as well. So is the Alchemist, by the way. Is he disconnected or something? No. GG! LawLiet takes the lead. That was a cool fight, man. There was so much stuff going on there. Chims against the Knights. Rifles against the Chims. Knights against the MGs. MGs against the Rifles. There was so much rock, paper, scissors there. Is that the reason why we don't see Knights so much? I think the army comp wasn't the right one there. I think you want to go like 2 Knights. Only 2. Just to block. 2 Knights in the front. No upgrades. Just 2 Knights with inner fire. Actually are really good tanks already. And then just mass rifles. And maybe mortar teams. But affording all that on one base is extremely difficult. And I think this is what this was mostly about. No expansion makes the human tier 3 really, really hard to pull off. And that was because of the map. Concealed Hill is very difficult. We still have Echo Isles left, I think. We should have Echo and Northern Isles. Those should be our 2 remaining maps. And those are certainly very expansion friendly. Are they? I think so. Northern Isles especially. If you do it right with a creep trick. Shao KK is still waiting in the final. What do you guys think he's hoping for? Is he feeling confident nowadays against Night Elf? Very, very few orcs are. But we've seen more success recently. I still think the Huck build is really good. But Moon may have found an answer to it with Alchemist plus Talons. Lin was also able to take out quite a few Night Elves in his qualifier run. but in the end fell 2-1-2-0. In a very, very weird series. That was so strange. 1-2-0s in general, playing super weird games recently. I wonder what he's going to play tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to see him again. 1-2-0, Chimico, and Moon and Focus in the WGL Pro Qualifier finals. They started without me. How mean. Okay. Gonna have to use watch then. But that also works. LawLiet played extremely well there. I think so too. I'm still not a big fan of the Chims, guys. I have to tell you. I think they ended up working out in a fortunate way. Because of course against Knights they're good. But what if you're just facing 10 rifles? 10 rifles with upgrades. If you hadn't gone for Knights, you could have afforded more rifles and more upgrades. And then what do? I mean, the MGs are supposed to tank in front and then protect the Chims, kind of. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. But they looked flashy. That was a cool fight. There was so much stuff going on. One of the sickest things, I think, in that game was how long he kept those Dryads alive. I don't think he remade them. I think he just didn't lose them. Which is easier to do, of course, when there's no mortar teams. But still, not at all easy, just against this number of riflemen. Chimico's observing these games as well. Gathering some inspiration for tomorrow. But tomorrow he's going to be playing against Undead, actually. Alright, map number 4. We have Terranos stand, actually. So, LawLiet not vetoing this one. I thought this might be his veto. But nope. Oh, oh no, not again. Is this happening again? Are you serious? Okay, it's working. All right, we're good. We're good. We're fine. So here we go. LawLiet with the lead now. The 2-1. With an Ancient of War at the natural. Whoa. Isn't that a little greedy, my friend? Keeper of the Grove, of course. MK. Okay. As I said earlier, this is the one map where Mountain King is playable as first hero. Because you have an easy level 3, you have an easy expansion, and you have an easy Mercam. These are kind of the checkboxes that have to work out for MK to be viable. And that's all the case here. With Militia you can also creep really well, as there's so many medium armor creeps at both Mercamp and the expansion. Alright, it's kind of cool. This has been especially popular with TH and Infi against Night Elf. Level up that clap, get the MK to level 5 pretty quickly. And then level 2 clap and or level 3 Clap rather, and Blizzard is actually surprisingly strong against Mountain Giants. It's really good. MGs, their big upside isn't their damage. 4 being 7 supply, Mountain Giants have really low damage, but their tankiness, of course, is their big strength. Oh, that's a painful lightning shield. Had to dispel against that with the Shadow Priest. That's not what you want. That's 75 mana. I didn't want to have to invest. But anyways, Mountain Giants have the damage block against regular attacks, but against spells, that doesn't work. So, Clap Blizzard can be a really good answer to them. Very fast expansion here by the Night Elf. When you play MK, you don't really want to be aggressive against this. That being said, I have seen that before. So the footy... Oh, he even brings the Shadow Priest for a bit of the spell. But now he may lose both. Oh yeah, he's gonna lose both. Okay. That looked cool. But in the end, it's a bit of a feed. Okay. Keeper had plenty of mana there for Entangle. That's 2 easy kills for him. But now I guess, at least out of mana, can't do too much anymore as the MK is going for the natural creep. Wisp scouts it and confirms it. So we're gonna have 2 base versus 2 base here. Cool, cool. Pendant of Energy for the MK. Along with that mantle is very, very nice for him. And the level 3. That's the nice thing about the creep route. You take Militia for this first camp, get Merc support, take this little tiny camp with just your hero and 1 or 2 units. And then Militia again over here. Boom, level 3, just like that. Holding the second skill point. We don't have Clap or Bash 2 just yet. Bash level 2 against archers. Clap level 2, excuse me. Against archers. Is really, really good. Ideally, you would like boots on the MK as well to close the distance. MK is a little bit hurt though. Losing that Shadow Priest is why that is. New Shadow Priest coming in now. Tier 2 for the Night Elf. Close to finish. The human, of course, is going to be much slower with this. With the power build. Consuming so many resources. But for that, the expansion is going to be up faster than the Night Elves. By a little at least. Isn't he going to take a lot of damage from this camp? So it's level 2 Clap now. And with that, he actually doesn't take much damage at all. Okay, that's kind of cool. Whoa! The MK has a mana pool of 555. Oh my god. That's like double what he would normally have. That's pretty good. Oh, Stormbolt could lead to a surround here. No, not really. MK holds on to his mana despite all the mana that he has. Still no tech. Wait. Is he going all in or something? Doesn't Suck need to make more peasants? Okay, there. Oh my god. So here comes the lumber mill. And oh, Shredder? Ah, that's why. He went for the Shredder. That cost him quite a bit of lumber. Okay. Next lab by the MK. Oh, Creepjack coming in though. Does he even have the time to get the big item? One more clap and then it's gonna be time to TP out. Oh my god! Wants to get the entirety of the camp. Oh. Quite a few losses there for Sock. But level 4. 660 mana on the MK. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at this. It's actually double. It's actually more than double of his normal mana with all those items. As he still has the mantle here. That's kind of sick. Oh, that's gonna be so many claps. With mana potion also, that's great synergy. But he's far away from tier 2. The tech is very late. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
A player's forces are under attack.
And LawLiet's presence on the map is already pretty strong. just with a couple of archers, keeper, and the alchemist, he is gonna have a massive second hero experience lead. What second hero does Suck go for here? I think it's AM, right? AM with Blizzard and Aura. Oh boy. Plus 15 intelligence. It's gonna be so many claps, dude. It's kind of scary for Sok right now, though. When he moves out on the map, he might just get creep jacked and lose everything. So I'm surprised he doesn't at least have a tele staff or something. Clap.
The town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
Wait. Is the debuff duration longer than the cooldown on Clap? I don't even know, actually. But it's kind of the same, right? Hippo Riders! What? Against Undead, Hippo Riders are all the rage recently. Dominating the matchup, pretty much. But against Human, there's so many good answers against them. There's Rifles, which kind of destroy them. There's Gyros, which really, really destroy them if you have the time. At the moment, though, Sok doesn't have too much, and, well, MK does very little against them. Certainly Clap doesn't do anything against them. Oh, and this is coming in at a very unfortunate time. Sok doesn't have much of anything. He's got double Berserker, though, inside the Zeppelin. Wait, is he just... what's he doing? He's going for a counterattack? Expo here was cancelled by something. Sorry, I didn't see that. Is Sok just giving up his expansion right now? It looks like he is. Zeppelin flying over. He's trying to force the TP home here with his counterattack. Okay, interesting Clap, but I mean he has enough of them. That's a nice thing about repairing Wisps. You can just instantly kill them all off with the Clap, as you can see here. Oh, just baiting it. Does he have lag or something, or what's going on with this Clap? Oh, Sok. Almost got them all killed off. 5 HP only. The heal spray was so smart right there to keep these Wisps alive. And again, the heal stroll and the heal spray again. Oh my god. How LawLiet is keeping these Wisps alive was insane. But it wasn't quite good enough to save the tree. Expansion still falls. But this is a lot of Hippo Riders, man. 2, 5, 8 Hippo Riders. And LawLiet can just expand again down here. And there's nothing at all to keep the expansion for Sok safe.
A town is under
AM second now? But level 1 water elementals aren't so impressive. Wait, where did this tree come from? What? What? I guess that's the tree who used to be up here and then he walked over, maybe? I'm not sure. Archmage, squishiest hero in the game, and you see it exactly here. Instantly dead. And the MK with all the claps in the world. It's good against treants. But he can't do anything about these Hippo Riders. I don't know, guys. This is kind of looking like LawLiet in the final. Sok is struggling hard. The surprise Hippo Riders. Never see those in this matchup, but if you hit a good timing when there's not enough anti-air, you can just crack a base. GG!